Dear friends, let us start with lesson number 6, lines and angle from class number 9. Now we are going to revise certain terms. This is revision of basic terms and definitions regarding lines. We have already studied that a line segment having n points. Please note, this is a line, this is a segment, this is a line part of a line which is having n points. So this is called as line segment. Please understand, in mathematics there are two types of segment. This is a line segment and it is denoted by capital letters. These points are at the end points. So these are denoted by capital A, and this side end point is capital A and the other side capital end point is B. So this is called as segment AB. Segment AB, please note, it is denoted like this or normally written segment AB. Segment AB means it is a line segment. Now next is, if there is an arrowhead to one direction, this is called as ray PQ. Ray PQ is denoted like this, ray PQ. Please note, here P is the starting point and Q is any point on the ray. This cannot be named in QP. QP ray will go like this. If there is Q and P, so QP ray will go like this. Please note, here segment can have two names. Segment AB is equal to segment BA. Both segment means the one and the same segment. But here in this case, ray PQ goes in this direction, that is starting point is P and it goes towards Q. Ray QP is having starting point Q and it goes in the direction P. Please note, these ray PQ is not equal to ray QP. These are not equal. And normally instead of writing like this, we write ray PQ. Ray PQ, or if you want to write, you can write ray QP. Next part is a line. Now please understand, line is having arrowhead at both the ends. So if you take line XY, please note, this is a line XY and it is denoted like this, having arrowhead at the top. It means this is a line XY. Please note, here X is any point on line and Y is any point on line. If there exists any other point Z, then this can be named as XZ, line XZ. You can also name line ZY. Please try to understand. Line XY means same, line XZ means same, line ZY means same. Then if you are naming in opposite way, that is line YX. Please note, line XY means this and line YX means this. Both, it is going in both the directions. So line XY is always equal to line XY is always equal to line YX, is also equal to line XZ, is also equal to line ZY, since all these 3 points lie on the same line. We normally write like this, line XY is equal to line YX is also equal to line XZ is also equal to line ZY. Please try to understand this. All 3 points, XZ means this line going in the same direction, it doesn't end. So it goes, Y lies on the same, Y point lies on the same line. Please note, if you are indicating the line by the points which lie on the line, then the alphabets must be used in capitals only. If you are using small alphabets, then this same line can be denoted by line L, line M. Please understand, here line can be denoted by small alphabets, but in this case, this is not a point on the line. So this line XY can be called as line L, and the small alphabet is written near the line. But please understand, here L is not a point, any point on this line. Next is, if two or more points, if there are 3 points A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. Please note, all these 3 points lie, all these 4 points A, B, C, D, 4 points lie on same line L. So since all points lie on one line, these points A, B, C, D points A, B, C and D are called collinear points. Collinear points. Collinear means they lie on same line. Collinear points. If the points don't lie on the line, for example, if there is any other point E, then point B, C, E, point A, B, E, point B, D, E are non-collinear. So you can say that point A, B, and E are non-collinear. Non-collinear means they don't lie on single line. Non-collinear points. Next is angle. If two rays, imagine this is one of the ray and this is another ray. If two rays originate from the same point, this is ray AB and this is ray AC. So if ray AB and ray AC originate from the same point A. So if two rays originate from the same point, then they form an angle. This is called as angle. This is angle BAC. Please note, angle BAC, or you can also name it as angle CAB. And please note, this originating point A is called the vertex. So this is called vertex of the angle. Vertex of the angle. And AB and AC are called, this is called as arms of the angle. Arm AB and this is arm AC of the angle ACAB. Next, we are doing revision. Next is acute angles. If the measure of this angle is less than 90 degree. So if the measure of angle is less than 90 degree, then we call the angle as acute angle. So here, if the measure of the angle is 45 degrees, you can understand it is less than 60 degrees, then we can call this angle as acute angle. Acute angle. If the measure of the angle is exactly 90 degrees, that is, it is exactly perpendicular, then this angle XYZ is a right angle. A right angle. Please understand, measure is exactly 90 degrees. In this case, an acute angle, you will see the measure is less than 90 degrees. If the measure is more than 90 degrees, imagine you can measure this with the help of protractor. If it is 110 degrees, then you can say that this angle ABC, I have already taken PQR, so I will name by another alphabets. Angle ABC, measure is 110 degrees. If the measure of angle is greater than 90 degrees, then we call this angle ABC as is an obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. So we have said 3 points. If the measure is less than 90 degree, we call it acute angle. If the measure is exactly 90 degree, we call it right angle. If the measure is more than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees, we call it obtuse angle. If the measure is exactly if the measure is exactly 180 degrees, please understand, it will form a line. It will form a line. With the help of protractor you can measure. Here this is L, M and N. So here ray MN and ray ML form an angle whose measure is 180 degrees. If the measure of the angle is 180 degrees, then we call this angle as straight angle. Straight angle. Then comes one more angle. If the measure of angle is more than 180 degrees but less than 360 degrees, then that is something like this, 225. Then this angle is called as reflex angle. Reflex angle. Please understand, if the measure is more than 180 degrees but less than 360 degrees, then it is called as reflex angle. One more angle is there. If the angle is 0 degrees, that is both the rays lie on the same line, same ray, that is P, Q and P, R are on the same, form the same ray. PR and PQ are one form, are on one above the other, then this angle is called as zero angle. Dear friends, we are revising angles. Now next is complementary angles. Complementary angles. If the measure of two angles, if this is 45 degrees and there exists another angle 45 degrees, if the measure of sum of the two angles is 90 degrees, this is 45 plus 45, we will get the answer 90 degrees. It means if the sum of two angles is 90 degrees, then we call those angles as complementary angles and each angle is called complement of the other. What does that mean? If this is A, B, C and this is P, Q, R, then we can call angle A, B, C, angle A, B, C and angle P, Q, R are complementary angles. Are complementary angles. We can also say that angle A, B, C is complement of angle PQR. We can also say that angle PQR is a complement of angle ABC. So I have written here one pair. You can write many pairs. If you take one angle as 30 degrees and the other angle as 60 degrees. This is 30 degree and 60 degrees. Please note here addition of the two angles is again 90 degrees. So again they form the complementary angles. They are called complementary angles and each is called complement of the other. Next point is supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. If the sum of two angles is 180 degrees, that is if one is 120 degrees, other angle is 60 degrees, this is 60 degrees and this angle is 120 degrees, then we can call these two angles as supplementary angles. Please note, it is always not necessary that two angles must be separate. You can write like this also. Please note, this is 50 degrees, this is 40 degrees. So please note, here they are having one common arc. So angle LMN and angle NMP. Angle LMN and angle NMP are complementary angles because their addition is 90 degrees. Now supplementary angles, they can also lie on a single line. Please note. So if this is 110 degrees and this is 70 degrees, then addition of these two angles is 180 degrees. In that case, we can call these two angles as supplementary angles, and each angle we can say this angle is supplement of the other angle and this angle is supplement of the first angle.